Have you ever seen something that just felt a little off?
Hmm.
Like rain pouring down on a perfectly sunny
I
day.
had a double rainbow. Yeah, those little glitches in the matrix.
Exactly. Well, the source we're looking at today has a very specific image for this. Twins walking down the street, dressed in matching pink outfits.
They call them pink twins, or Rozovie Dvoinashki.
And for today's deep dive, we're on day 8 of the Transurfing practical course. This is a really pivotal day in the 78-day series.
It really is, because this is where we move from just theory to active perception. The whole mission here is to get you to see that your attention isn't passive.
It's not just a camera.
No, it's more like a projector. It's actively creating what you see.
Which brings us to the declaration section. And it starts with, advice that sounds almost ridiculous.
Oh, totally. It says flat out, put on your rose-colored glasses.
Which is an idiom for being naive, right?
But the text is so serious about it. It says put them on, and if anyone tells you to take them off, just ignore them.
Because the point isn't delusion. The point is selection. It talks about these sunbeams or little echoes of a paradise life trying to break through.
And we usually miss them. We're not tuned in. The argument is if you start hunting for these pink twins, these positive little glitches, you actually invite more of them in.
You literally change the layer of your world.
Exactly.
Okay, so that term, layer of your world, sounds a little technical. Let's ground it.
It's actually pretty simple. The interpretation section explains it with a great analogy. It says your world is like a coloring book.
A coloring book.
Yeah. It's neutral, just black and white lines, until you pick up a crayon. You choose whether you color it in bright rainbow tones
Or just black and gray. And that choice is just your attitude.
It is, and that creates a feedback loop. That's the big warning in the text. If you're constantly thinking about negative stuff, annoyances, resentments, your life literally gets worse.
You're painting your layer black.
But the reverse is also true. Even if the weather is awful, if your soul sings in the rain, as the text puts it, your world layer becomes a party.
So it's not that the environment creates your mood creates your environment.
That's the core idea, and it leads to this really heavy concept. It claims heaven and hell aren't in other dimensions.
They're right here, on Earth, overlapping.
Yes. And the analogy it uses for this is, it's stark. It's about prisons.
Right. It says prisons are real. They exist.
Yeah.
But if you aren't in one, it's not actually part of your layer of the world.
It illustrates the mechanic perfectly.
Yeah.
It's out there objectively, but it doesn't exist for you subjectively unless you engage with it.
And this is where it gets so practical. The text says the same thing applies to, say, the news. If you spend all evening doom scrolling about disasters and crime,
You're pulling that frequency, that reality, into your personal layer. You're making it a candidate for your own life.
I have to ask, though, isn't that just sticking your head in the sand? Isn't that dangerous?
And the source sees that question coming. It makes a distinction between awareness and fixation. It's not saying pretend bad things don't happen.
It's saying don't marinate in them emotionally.
Exactly. The practical advice is to just turn away, don't fight evil, don't debate it, just let it pass your eyes and ears.
There's a key quote here. Evil won't leave reality, but it will disappear from your layer.
You basically become a curator of your own reality. You stop resonating with all that negativity, so you just stop encountering it.
It's such a radical idea of personal responsibility. So I guess that leaves one final thought for everyone listening.
The challenge, yeah?
The source says to look for those pink twins. So what if, for just the next 24 hours, you decided to intentionally ignore the negative? No complaining, no doom scrolling.
What kind of rare positive things might you start to see? You might be surprised at what walks around the corner.